For decades, there has been a specific promise in modern education that is, you work hard, you get a degree, you build your professional career, and you'll be protected from the kind of automation that replaced factory work. But artificial intelligence has placed a stepping stone into that whole thought process. It's challenging these assumptions in many ways because a lot of this work is now able to be performed with artificial intelligence or by artificial intelligence. For most of the past 50 years, automation has followed a predictable pattern. Machines and robots have come to replace farming jobs or manufacturing jobs or warehouse jobs, assembly line duties, any duties that could require a single task or a couple, two or three tasks. You can set a robot in the place of the human, and it could effectively eliminate the need for the human to perform those jobs. However, now AI has stepped into white collar fields the same way that those robotic automation has replaced a lot of the physical labor jobs. AI is now able to do a lot of simple tasks that are now taking the place of humans. Several major research groups have studied how AI is affecting the workforce. And the pattern that emerges is very consistent, if you will. A report from Goldman Sachs estimated that roughly two-thirds of current jobs contain tasks that can be partly automated by AI. The most common phrase is, if you look at a screen to do your job, then your job is in jeopardy of being replaced. The highest exposure is no longer construction or transportation or agriculture. It is administrative and professional tasks. Researchers at McKinsey have found jobs involving data processing, documentation, research synthesis, financial analysis, even coding, customer service are specifically exposed to AI assistance, if you will. So these tasks are basically held by accountants and researchers, lawyers, consultants, project managers, healthcare administrators, and those roles require structured cognitive work. And AI systems are getting good at doing those things. To understand why white collar jobs are now exposed, you have to look at the structure of modern knowledge based work, that is. Many professionals spend a large portion of time doing tasks like summarizing information, formatting reports, drafting documents, creating spreadsheets, researching background material, writing emails, preparing presentations, tasks that require you to think and require a certain level of intelligence. But those jobs are also structured and repeatable. This makes it those jobs perfect for AI interruption or AI assistance. Tools that are powered by large language models can now create first drafts of reports. They can summarize long documents, they can write code, they can analyze data sets, and they can produce structured output in 60 seconds or less. But it does mean the mechanical portion of knowledge work is shrinking and getting cheaper. So, with all of that said, it's easy to come to the natural conclusion that, the sky is falling, that if AI can do those tasks, then white collar tasks are doomed. But that interpretation is, at least in my mind, a bit different. Professional roles are not just a collection of specific tasks. These jobs also involve judgment, context, decision making, communication, negotiation, and personal responsibility, which you still need a human for. Those elements are right now hard to automate. What that means, at least to me, is that we're not looking at the elimination of white collar work, but the compression of specific tasks inside those roles. The result is a shift in how professionals create value. Humans are good at adapting and being competitive and remaining relevant. It does mean AI gives you the opportunity to have less time in performing mechanical tasks, but it gives you more time to interpret data, uh, make decisions. Artificial intelligence is not simply replacing physical labor, it is entering the area of cognitive work. And that means white collar professionals can't just assume that they are protected from technological change. But the story is more than just a story of replacement, it's a story of adapting. Some tasks will disappear, some roles will evolve, but throughout history, radical innovation has caused a disruption in human labor and things that are necessary to do our jobs. What was necessary 20 years ago is not necessary today. So we have never been able to sleep at the wheel, but AI has just been a slap in the face to any of us who has been in cruise control working their careers, waiting for retirement. The AI economy isn't just reshaping industries, it is reshaping professional work. And the signal is here.